causes compatibility pain, but the gaming beast loves it again and again. Switch Amiga April, direct go won't stop, streaming till the death mug of doom makes him drop. Boot it up loud, feel the polar roar, direct of the beast. Give us
Kickstart loading. Workbench close.
at 5100 on the desk, copper skies above. Faith went to a K of magic and a whole lot of love. Double click the icon, screen fades to blue. Insert disc one, now the legend's coming through. Paula's 4 channels, singing loud and clear. Samples from heaven in your teenage year. Tracker running hot, patterns on the screen. One joystick, one mouse, living the dream. Amiga, Amiga, queen of the 16-bit, hear the Paula scream. Shadow of the beast, that epic title tune, Turrican 2 exploding underneath the moon. Lemmings falling, oh no, in perfect time. Cannon fought a sensible soft your snacks, pour your drink, pull that chair up close, don't blink. Chat is warm, screens aglow. We're just tuning up the show. A stream will start after this tune. Stick around, we'll be live soon. Take a breath, take your time. Let the countdown keep the rhyme. Stream will start after this tune. Little wait, big cartoon, stay right there, don't you zoom. Stream will start after this tune. Mods are setting every scene, frames all fresh and squeaky clean. Cable jungle tamed at last, good things never rush too fast. Oh yeah, stream will start after this tune. Stick around, we'll be live soon. Take a breath, take your time, let the countdown keep the rhyme. Stream will start after this tune. Chat can hum along in bloom. Stay right there, don't you zoom. Stream will start after this tune. If the wheel spins slow, let the swing still flow. Every bar, every beat brings the show to your seat. Hey! 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 Stream will start after this tune. Stick around, we'll be live soon. Take a breath, take your time, let the countdown keep the rhyme. Stream will start after this tune. By the last bright sax line swoon, we'll be live in the same room. Stream will start after this tune.
Good. I don't think there's any viewers yet here, but we'll start streaming. Okay, I see here there's still a couple of issues with the setup. No problemo. I haven't streamed in a while. So we'll just flop this up to the doop 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 doop. And we will put this here. Okay. What we'll do is do a little magic. There we go. Okay, I think that's good. Okay. Hello, I'm your one and only gaming beast. Hello, fellow beastians. It's been a while that I've streamed. I don't think I have a viewer right now. So, but for the people that might watch this when I'm let me see here. Okay. Yeah, when I'm gonna upload this on YouTube, then we'll do some. Then you'll have this. So I'm streaming for Amiga, Amiga April, and yeah, we'll just start. Nothing too special, just playing some games, and that's it. I'm gonna try to do this more regularly, and we'll see how it works out. Okay. Then I was a little bit not sure what to play, but I think we'll just go with what I wanted originally. Okay. So Amiga April is a streaming event. Should be, I don't know if there's a link or stuff. I'm not really good at Twitch, but you know, it's all just a matter of practice. Okay. We will just play this and see if it will work, if I need anything else for it to work. Let me see here. Okay, we'll do not cheats. Let me see here. Okay. It's good that we have the stream and nobody's watching it because I'm fixing stuff, figuring out stuff for the future as well. And I thought it would work. Aha. That's why it didn't work. Okay. It's a bit loud. It's always my issue here. We will fix that. Okay. We don't need it to have that live. I mean, we like our Amiga stuff, but so we're gonna play with a clunky barbarian simulator. Sword of Sodom. You might know the Genesis version, but you might not. I'm just gonna leave the... Okay, so yeah, okay. I'll just leave the volume mixer out. It's a good thing to have. Okay. Okay. Anyway, yeah, talking about clunky barbarian simulators. This is for the restream, but I got my barbarians t-shirt here, so let's be going. I hope the stream is going to be fine. I will see it later on. Okay. I'll do the dude first, and then we'll do maybe a wham and let's play. So this is not a great game, but it's also not. It's again a game that looks pretty cool. As so foretold in ancient lore, here stands the opening test. Enter now this test door, and this begin the quest. And thus begins the quest. Yeah, here we go. Okay. Okay. Now I have used cheats and just to play through the Genesis version just by myself. Old stranger. See, the big sprites were cool at the time, I'm sure, but the gameplay, it's all about just the distance thing and then whacking them, and because they have spears, they have a better range. So it's a lot of luck and RNG. See, with the Genesis one, yeah. So I think I gave this like two and a half stars out of 5, which it probably doesn't deserve quite, but graphically it's at least nice to look at. It plays somewhat good. Like they could have balanced this out with like maybe a jump attack or something. Okay. Is this one of these things where... Okay, that's the pause. I forgot. It's been a while that I played the Amiga version. How do I pick this? Do I have to like... God damn it. I have to look up how to pick up fucking potions. Okay. Okay. How do I freaking pick this shit up? Well, pause is... Space is pause. So again, this one bit button bullshit thing. Is it F buttons? I don't know what the text said there, but there we go. See, this is the problem. Like, I should have checked this out more, or play a game that I'm more familiar with. I have played this version, but it's been a while. So, let me see here. Why is it so hard to pick up a freaking potion? Do I have to push up? No, let's jump, of course. Okay. Do I do a no potion run? We'll see. I might have to. So I'm gonna probably play this multiple times. Give me a second here. Okay, this doesn't mess it up. How to pick up potions. I know this is very, very professional streaming, but we'll go with that. It cannot be that hard. Okay, AI says that you have to just walk over it. Well, that's not true AI. You're again hallucinating. Okay, did the game just stop? Maybe. Did I die? Well, okay. Okay, F1, 2, 3, and 4 is to activate the potions. Okay, okay, there's a time limit. That's what happened. Well, whatever. Um, okay, I think we'll ask Grok. Well, nobody's watching right now anyway, so I can feel free to clear up the bugs, the bugs. See if Grog has anything better to say. Because I walked over that potion and it didn't do anything. Okay. Well, it says just to walk over it. Whatever. We'll try this again. Let's just try this again. I'm gonna do a full game with the guy and then with the girl. Not that I'm gonna play it through. No, not at all. Probably not. The game is very imbalanced and it's a weird system and it's like a lot of just randomness. And jumping into the enemy doesn't help. I forgot you can jump, but it's not very helpful. Really, the crotch shot is the best attack. And the Genesis version is actually quite different. Okay. So this is also weird. It's a weird little glitch where I push forward, nothing happens, but then if I hit, then he goes forward. I know it could be the emulator or something, so I'm not going to hold it against that without more information. So in the manual I couldn't find anything just by, but I just skimmed over it. The AI says just walking over. Okay, see when I jump, I mean I guess that can help sometimes, but it's kind of RNG luck. There we go. Because I could also swing, but the swing doesn't help here. The swing helps with there's like giant enemies. But again, I only played through the Genesis version and only with cheats, so. Okay, so I have to walk over it. Let's try this right away. The magic zapper kills a random enemy. Okay. So, I might use a trainer just to play it through and then see how bad it is and then maybe try to do it legit. Between the city's walls, enter now and break the seal. Across the guarded span, breach the wall of men and steel into the wizard's hand. Yeah, there's basically... Okay, this part is already getting annoying. Again, I really wanted to like this game. Again, it's the trap shit. The controls are so clunky. I mean, it is a clunky barbarian simulator, so what am I expecting? Yeah, I'm dead. But I still got 4 lives, so... Yeah, between levels you don't get healed up. Which I guess is weoistic, but whatever. In the Genesis version also you get way more potions, and a lot of the gameplay doesn't become as RNG as bad because it's way more about managing and using your potions correctly. You can even mix potions. I don't know if you in the Amiga. I never got too far. I think the 3rd level is as far as I got. In the city streets, held fast in Zora's evil thrall, through men and giants bar the way. With sword answer battle's call, in the fading light of day. Here we go. Okay, axe dudes. I think they were not in the Genesis version. Okay. Jump over barrels. Thank you for telling me a millisecond before. Okay. Pro strats. Jumping into enemy's axe is a pro strat. I mean, there we go. Okay, we're gonna go power shield. Power shield is really cool because then you get invulnerable for a while. Maybe I wasted it too early. Ha! I am invincible! Okay, the giant. I love how they do barrels and you have to fight the giant. Okay, the giant, once he's down, you gotta like hit his head. That's his only vulnerable spot, but you chop it off. That's pretty cool. Now that's pretty cool. That's some nice Conan the Barbarian Mortal Kombat shit, which this is, you know, obviously. Clunky barbarian simulators are all inspired by that, so. In the heart of the forest, where trees are twisted, gnarled, and bent by the wizard's wicked hand, and creatures most foul are sent to corrupt and plague the land. I don't mind these rhymes, they're kind of fun. Very old school fantasy shit. Okay, see, the Genesis version, they cut a lot of stuff out, probably because of the cartridge size. Because the graphics are quite big and sprawling, so... Apparently, you're right, this is an Amiga 600 game, so it's a bit more advanced of a game. Power shield. Okay, I'm going to save this for a giant or something else. Maybe traps. So here you definitely don't get as many potions as in the Genesis version. So okay, we got these manticore lizard things or whatever the fuck they are. See, a lot of the game is always just the distance and just like, are you gonna run into their attack or are they gonna run into your attack? So, it's... Okay, you know what? Fuck you. I am invincible! See, but how am I supposed to attack him? There we go. Hit strength decreased. Okay, hit strength increased, apparently a permanent increase, I hope. Because it didn't even give me the option to drink it. In the land of the dead, there winds the hero's path, where ghouls and spectres form, to scream and howl their wrath above the rising storm. I know that there's some cool shit with this game, but oh, it still kept my invulnerability? That's pretty cool. So, in the Genesis version also, the fucking undead, the zombies, they just constantly spawn. I mean, it makes sense they're zombies, but still. So then, and oh yeah, they can spit like their poison or acid or whatever the fuck, and the barrels, of course. So I'm not gonna try to beat this game because there's a lot of RNG involved. I mean, there is some ways you could like legit beat stuff, but see, like with this stuff, because your character's so bright, big, and okay, so you can dodge the spit. It's more of a puzzle game, but with lots of RNG stuff. You see, I jumped in to avoid the barrel. I mean, it is kind of a clunk junk mess, but I kind of like it for what it is. But probably only just with cheats. See, look how many fucking. I think this was all like just a ton of zombies. It wasn't one zombie being hit. Oh, yeah, wait, maybe it wasn't that many. I'm sure there's skilled guys that can do it like no hit run or something, but I'm not one of those guys. You know, it's just some balancing. Okay, the hit strength. Is the hit strength is how hard you can hit? Because I know stamina potion is what gives you health. That's how it was in the Genesis version. But there's huge differences, so I'm basically gonna see this as its own game, basically. Craggamore. There's just some really cool graphics here and stuff. The foyer of the Castle Craggamore. Among shadows cast by vaulted towers, where nameless horrors dwell, dare to challenge Zora's powers and send him back to hell. Press fire to continue. Oh, yeah. Now it's going to get real jank if it's anything like the Genesis version. Because this was the original. Beware of traps, right? Okay, so in the Genesis one, there was like a little thing that kind of indicated where it is, but here there's nothing. And that is like where it completely becomes a bullshit game. Like, it's not dark or anything. See, this guy, he wants you to go forward. See, this guy wasn't in the Genesis version. He's like a spell sword or whatever. So he's got a ranged attack, lightning, and sword. But if I go forward, I'm going to fall into a trap. So this guy wasn't in the Genesis version. And they also indicate so that this part was still hard. And there was some bullshit, but it was kind of doable. They had just like generic soldiers come here. See, there you just have to literally know by heart where those traps are. Now that is fucking bullshit. See? Yeah, and that's what's really bad with the game is that they should have had like some indication where the trap is, some mild like shadowing or stuff. Or they should have had a thief, right? Yeah, that's my previous score. Oh, the emulator actually remembered that. So I actually beat my previous score. It's FS UAE, so it's pretty cool. Although I might use Amiga Live because Amiga Live is really good and really easy to use. So I might do. I'll do another go. But I will do now Le Chick. Because like you can get through the early levels, but there's still more. And I know that there's entire levels cut from the Genesis one, so I'm just gonna pause this quick because I'm curious if what's going on here. By the way, the box art for this game is pretty cool. I've been thinking like showing the box art, but I probably will do it with a review. I'm more comfortable with doing edited reviews. So yeah, let me see here. Oh, yeah, and there's also the challenges for Amiga April. So we'll see what I can do here with those. Probably, I don't know if I can. Maybe some of the smaller ones I could beat, but I might just try some out today for fun. Okay, well let's get going. A second round, and then I'll probably come back to this game and probably just beat it with cheats. I know that's not a big accomplishment, but just to show you the game, we get more viewers. This is like just me testing out streaming and stuff. Okay, there we go. I feel in some ways the Amiga version is better, but then it's also worse. So it's like a game that just, I think it was made by Danish people. So again, I appreciate the sword and sorcery fantasy look and everything, but there's better beat 'em ups than this, you know. I don't know if the chick is any. I don't think she's different at all. Mm mm mm. It's exciting gameplay. Maybe like 2.5 out of 5 is too much, but I like the potential of this game. See this bullshit? They just have to like. Okay. Well, I read it already. I don't know if this is like the loading. This could be the loading screen, which is a creative loading screen. I think that's what it is. Obviously, it is because then they wouldn't say fire. Yeah. Okay. This is bullshit. Well, I should have just done the zapper. Also, the fact that they can run through the traps and I can't that is the biggest bullshit in bullshit history, for sure. I'm thinking with this here, with these streams, even if nobody's watches and I just do that, I could post them as like long plays as I did before. God damn it. Okay, the jumping is not too bad, but they play the same. I have to literally walk over. Is this guy dead or not? Okay, there's a glitch. That is a big glitch. So the guy is dead, but it's just a sprite. The sprite of him standing got stuck there. Okay, we'll use this for this. Come on. Come on. I also hate in beat 'em ups in general how the enemies can go out of bounds of the screen. Doesn't make sense at all in neither beat 'em ups. I never liked it because they can abuse it and then like because you can't see them, especially when you first play these games. It's bullshit. When they enter the screen, they should be like where I don't know if that has been attempted, but they should be like they're not able to attack, and I would say you are not able to attack them. And once they're in the screen, they cannot go out of the screen again. That should be the rule. These jumping guys are kind of funny. Jumping punks, jumping fat punks. These guys, it's either the game is either too easy or too hard, and possibly hard. I think they added the, but also I don't know why it kicked me out because I don't see a time limit. Okay, we'll save that power shield for later. Because at least here the I think the potions that you get are not random. So I think the trick is really to use your potions at the right time. Like now. You know what? Fuck you. But I go close and I can only hit them just at the like just when they're just in line of the edge of my sword, and that is bullshit. Okay. See, if I'm closer, and it's just I think the hit strength is either the attack strength, because it's not hit point strength. You can also just walk by them. It's kind of funny. Yeah. The barrels are a bigger issue because then you jump into their arms. See, because here you just have to duck, and then they force you to stand because of the barrels, obviously. It's very basic. In these old games, they had only so much how they could do to challenge you. They did play to test this, maybe not enough, but and then because they play it so much, they get good at the game. So they have to, in order to challenge themselves. You know, that's why you have to have like beta testers and stuff. But that's again a budget thing, and I think the company who made this was their only game. I think I think the practice on the Genesis, even though I did use a cheat, did help me a bit figure stuff out. Well, I could have. See, you jump forward. That's not good. I do two barrels. Oh yeah, loving this huge sprites. Hello, Cassin's Corner. Just saw you now. I'm not so. I'm just figuring Twitch out still. I've like a couple of years ago I streamed the first time, but I haven't done it ever regularly. But yeah, the sprites are cool. The sprites probably these characters are probably the biggest characters on an Amiga game that I can think of, at least a classic Amiga game. That's that's cool. We have to start somewhere. Yeah, yeah, definitely. Again, I'm not much. I've done YouTube and stuff, but I haven't done much streaming. Okay, this is get ready. Get ready, Cassins, for this bullshit. I won't even say what's gonna happen. Well, they do it warn you. That's true, but there's. Where do you think the traps are? Now, maybe. Wait a second. I think maybe there's an indicator. Okay, I knew that there was a trap, but I think the pillars behind are the indicators, which is really obtuse. But maybe not. I think they're just decoration. Okay, the little bar downstairs shows the enemy's health. Okay. See, this guy wasn't in the Genesis version, so this part was still hard, but there was just generic guys. Yeah. So, Cassins, uh, what are you up to? Are you gonna stream too, or are you just enjoying to watch? Now, to be fair, you see, the problem is here, he doesn't go forward, and he's not even affected by the trap. Now, maybe if I go back, okay, wait, he does come back. Okay. So I have to stay in this. Yeah, he wants me to run into the trap. That's the entire. So, ha! A combo on him. So anyway, uh, are you just chilling? I mean, you're watching this stream now, but have you checked out other Amiga April channels? Okay, let's continue on. I actually got past this. Holy shit! Kind of surprised, and I'm not. This is like I'm just playing it legit right now. Descend the stairs. Turn arches made of timeless stones and enter the gathering gloom, where the chill, dank air gnaws on bones and the silence is like a tomb. I think that rhyme, it should have ended with doom. I get it, gloom and tomb, but maybe doom would have worked better. Okay, we got the flies. Yeah, they were also in the Genesis version. They're annoying. They're not. They don't have lots of hit points, but they are the only flying guys. Oh, and then we have this wizard guy. Okay, I should have used my potion. Did you grow up on Amiga? Yeah, I mean, look, I grew up in the. I was born in the early '80s, so we had an NES and then we had a Super NES when I lived in Germany. But my cousin in Hungary had a C64 and then he had an Amiga 500, so I got to play there. Now I didn't play this game; I played other games. I would have probably loved this game as a kid, um, but the yeah. So I did play C64. You had Amstrad, but that as more a UK France thing. Yes, I've only heard about Amstrad later on in life. Just like when I got it when I got into retro gaming. Uh, Amstrad is pretty cool. I haven't played that many games yet. I do have. I want to try out more Amstrad. You got any good Amstrad games you can recommend me that are still good today that have aged well? By the way, this game had a not only a Genesis port, it had also a Apple II port, but that was cancelled before it was released, and then only recently they released it on the internet, I think, which is kind of crazy. I think it's well, not that crazy, I guess. Back then, everything was ported to everything. One thing I do remember when I tried out Amstrad games is that it had pretty good colors. Like it had a pretty nice color palette. But again, as again in Germany and in Hungary when I grew up in the 80s and 90s, it was like you had Nintendo, you had Sega, and some people had Commodore 64s or like or Amigas, stuff like that. And then it was IBM PCs. Okay, I'm gonna save this magic zapper. So this is the one you don't get as many potions, but at least they're not random. So really, I think the game is about mostly using the potions in the right area. Like here now. Fuck you. This is gonna might be my last attempt, at least with this. I might come back and try it out with the cheats and just go through, and we can check out the levels. I mean, once you can figure out the enemies, because the AI is not that great. Because back then AI was basically just very basic pattern record. It was just very basic. See, this shit annoys me more as these fucking traps. Because the platforming is not very precise. See, I already am dead almost just from the traps. See, and he just goes on and on. Yeah. The Brits also have the... Yeah. And the fact that the traps don't affect them is bullshit. Like, it would be actually cool if you could lure them into the traps. That would make this game infinitely better. Because even if you wouldn't have the enemies, because of the platforming, getting through this level is still difficult. But it's doable at least. Okay. I still love they tell you jump over the barrels just before the barrel hits you. But at least they tell you. I think with them maybe it's the crotch shots that would work better. If, I'm gonna save this power shield for the giant. It's gonna be upcoming. Oop. You can laugh all you want. I think the giants in the Genesis one were tougher. Okay. Do you have any Amiga game? I know that in France the Atari ST was very popular. That was uh, like the Atari's answer to the Amiga, because it's also had very good graphics and sound. I haven't tried out Atari ST yet. See, it's so RNG. Like then they do these fucking things, and in one I can breeze through the level. Another time I get slaughtered. Okay. Fucking bullshit. One moment, I want to check something out. And again, now these guys... Okay, I guess I had the potion on, so... Zombies. Eat my neighbors. I love just glitch through these guys. Oh my god. I don't even know what hit me. Is it another barrel? Okay. No. I kind of know where the traps are. It's still hard because you have to know pixel perfect. Okay. I think that's it for me. Let's see if I don't think I should have get a lower one. Oh, it is number one again. 146,750 on level 6. I have gotten to level 7, but I have a lower score for some reason. Okay, I think it's time to switch the game. Let me do this by pushing the wrong button. We're gonna... There we go. Okay. That was enough sort of Sodan for now. Let me see here. Okay. We just passed an hour of streaming. Okay. I think I will try something else. You know what? I could do try one of the challenges. The Final Fight one, because it's a beat 'em up, well, the Amiga version is shit. It's not the worst port, I would say, but it's pretty shit, especially for what the Amiga could do. And has they've proven that they now recently they have made a version that is actually good. But that's the case that they weren't maybe as motivated or something. Assimilation, caffeine 2. You know what? I'll try, but I'll use Amiga Live for that. So it will take some finagling. Okay. Super professional. Streaming. Oh, if it's a streaming. Streaming of getting stuff done in the background. Okay, well then don't allow me to do that. Then we will. Well, what is it? Oh yeah, didn't have enough sleep as usual yesterday. You can probably see this on my face, but yeah. Okay. Oh yeah, I'm gonna do Amiga Live. I have that somewhere else than my usual folders of emulators. But maybe I have it. Wait, do I have it on my other maybe? Okay. No. I don't have that there. It's a public domain game, so it's a homebrew game. So okay. I was thinking of doing an RPG, which I'll do. But the games I wanted to play, I want to try a Dungeon Master because a lot of people rave about that. But it's like, I mean, it's probably like before Eye of Beholder. It's the original of that type of dungeon crawler. So I want to probably play it a little bit beforehand to get the feel for it. Okay, what did I want to do? Oh yeah, the simulation. Okay, there's two versions. There is Special Edition and Caffeine 2. I could use some caffeine now, but I don't drink it anymore. I drink tea. I might make some tea. But I think we'll try that with the. Okay, let me see here. Okay, yeah, caffeine too. Okay. Kill a wave of. Well, the description is beat the game. Kill a wave of enemies and collect a power up. 1 point. Beat the game 3 points. The one power up, I get 1 point. So wait, we'll see. The game is kind of a weird shmup where you have to like keep yourself afloat. There's like gravity, so it's like Flappy Bird. So I've seen I don't know, one person do it. Oh yeah, Retro Demi Orgy. Yeah, he showed the game and he talked about it. So we'll do that. Just had it here and then okay. Okay. Checking ping. And I could just play it offline, but we'll see. We shall see. Okay, we have the nice Amiga clicking. There we go. We got two spooky eyes. Okay. Got that. You can put that away. Waiting for bootable media. Is that an OS? Am I doing something wrong here? Okay. I'll play it offline. Maybe this will work then. It's anyway a single player game, so it's not important. No, the ping is not very good either. I'll just play single player games offline. But it still might not work. We'll try another challenge then. Okay, I'm guessing you have to load something and it shows here different data things you can don't upload, but okay. Well, I'll probably ask in Discord how to, because I can't figure out how to start this. So we'll do another challenge. The challenge is starting the game. Yeah, exactly. Baby Joe. Let it be Baby Joe. Or like Bonk, I think. Oh no, that's that game. I've seen it back in the day, but I wasn't ever really interested in playing it. Beat levels. Okay, let me see here what the challenge is. Find the secret area on level 1. 1 point. Beat level 1, 2 points. 2, 3, 3, 4. Okay. Well, let us try. We can leave Amiga Live running, maybe. Let us try. I'm just looking here at my screen. I could, in that black bar, I could probably put Amiga Live. Okay. Well, okay. So I haven't played this yet, so this is gonna be blind. I'm gonna do good old English. Baby Joe in Going Home. Apparently Daffy Duck is here too. The happy little bee. Loritel. Okay, there's passwords and high scores. Okay. I'm a baby. Okay. So. Graphics are colorful, but the frame rate sucks. Loritel has like hit and miss games. So I'm not that. I never was myself that much into when the main character is a baby. But it's a challenge, so we get to play, get to get out of our comfort zone. It's kind of funny, I will say that. I like the cartoony graphics, but they're not that great either. I would say for. Okay, I cannot for the life of me get on to that. I'm not the greatest at platformers, honestly. If we gonna put in our high score, I'm the best player of Baby Joe, at least on this machine. Okay. I wonder. I'm gonna restart it. I'm gonna restart it. Give me one moment. Because there was a menu where these ROMs that are like packaged in a package, where they have sometimes these cheats and mods, or also fixes. It's really neat. Like they have sometimes where most Amiga games jumping is push up on your joystick or joypad, and then there is fixes changes where you can have the second button be jump, which I'm not that I don't have that much of an issue is if up is jump. It's just that it is nicer if it's not the case. I'm just doing something here in my launch box. Okay, Baby Joe was popular enough that there was a TurboGrafx CD version, and there is an MS-DOS version at least, but probably there's other versions too, but at least these 3 ports. I don't know, with Loritel, I think I played some of their games. It's kind of hit and miss at times. So, let me just check something before we continue. Okay. Oh, you're here. Hey, Tomcat. Sorry. I'm gonna. Okay, no, that's an old message. It is a very old message. Ronald NJ, yo, first time here. Vibe is nice, friends. You got energy. Keep going. Well, thanks, Ronald NJ. Again, I'm figuring stuff out, but we're getting there, and that's all that matters. Trying is half the battle. Let me see here. I'm off to the gym, but enjoyed your stream. Followed and hope to catch you next time. Thank you, Carsons. Cassons, I mean. I will endeavor to do so. Going to the gym is good. I need to do it more. You can see there my total gym. Chuck Norris, rest in peace. So let me put the chat so I can see it better. I'm Baby Joe right now. I'm learning Baby Joe learning to stream. Baby Dorobka learning to stream. That should be the thing. Okay. Let us get back to the game. Okay. Let's do this again. Okay, there's no special things. Oh, I did it all for nothing. Okay, it doesn't matter. You could play it in German or in English, but I don't speak Spanish or French. And Allure Sale is a French company. And I think it's cool when they add multiple languages to a game, especially back then. Now it's a very different thing. I'll just have to live with the pushing up for jump, which is okay. Okay. I want to get on this trunk. Okay, I can actually just push down. That's... Honestly, I don't think I'm gonna like this game. I'm not that big of a platformer, especially a platformer that is... where everything has to be so razor sharp, tight, and... But it is the challenge. So, there's supposedly a secret level, secret area here to find. So... And they right away bombard you with literally eggs. There's no chill in this game. I'm too old for this. Even as a kid, I probably wouldn't like it. Yeah, you have to do it like... Fuck it. We'll do it live. Like, they can multi-hit you. Okay, so the fruits... Okay, I didn't see that star going... How did the fire hit me? So if I'm above it, it hits me too. So, okay, maybe the hit points is my diaper and my milk. The music is also pretty annoying, honestly. This is going to be a 2 out of 5. Actually, more like a 1.5, maybe even 1. The cartoonish animations are not bad, but this could be a 1 too. I personally don't like it. But it's the challenge. Whatever. If your first level is this hard, then this is not a good sign. And where are the enemies now? They were there before. It smells of a little bit of RNG. I don't like that. Okay. Freaking Baby Joe. Again, I'm not a big platform fan. I usually like RPGs more, or beat 'em ups, or strategy games, like especially like XCOM style. I might actually play XCOM because I haven't played. I played the DOS version. I haven't played the Amiga version. Okay. Fuck that. It's just too much of this freaking. And the flower can attack you. So the fire. Okay, yeah, I guess the flames. Okay, that's my own fault then. Okay. This is like in Yoshi's Island when Baby Mario whines. It's just really annoying. I don't know if anybody's gonna get this challenge, unless there's somebody who really likes this game or is really good at games in general. Platformers. Like there's... Okay, so this gives me a jump. But I don't have any willingness to explore because look at these fucking bees. They don't give me any fucking room to move. It's fucking bullshit. Okay. Well, we're gonna put in our... Because I failed to put in... Okay, DB, whatever. Okay, I'll try it one more time for the challenge. I'm torturing myself here. I'm gonna put the chat here so I can see it more directly. When I get a message, if I get a message. Okay, it's a demo. Oh no, it's already playing. Okay, so the chicken... There's some really wobbliness about the controls. I'm not that bad at platformers. I'm not saying I'm good, but usually the first level should be like something that anybody can beat, pretty much, in my opinion. This is a one-star game. It's maybe not a half star. It's not that bad, but it's just bad. Because at least you can like move down. So they lure you in with the thing, and they teach you at least that the flowers are enemies. So I have to like... Like that's ridiculous. I mean, it's also my... I'm not playing very good either, but it is very tight. Everything has to be like just right. Everything seems... Everything is not... Everything is a trap. Okay. Fine. Whatever. Baby Joe. More like baby no. Am I right, guys? Okay. Okay, average here in Launchbox they rated is 3 stars. I'm sorry, but I'm giving it 1 star because some of the graphics are okay, but this is a bad game. This is a very bad game. It's not the worst game because a half star, everything has to fail, basically, in my opinion. So a half star, like the most games are somewhere at 3, which is like average or below 3. Um, but anyway, let me see here other challenges. That was kind of infuriating, honestly, because I mean, if you watch this in the VOD, you see what's going on there, you know. So Okay, let me see here other le challenges. You know what? Let's spruce up the page a bit. Can I just pull this? Okay. Oh, that was intuitive. Might as well fill out this empty black void. Maybe not be super professional Twitch streamer, but never said I was. This is just for fun. I will put this under the window capture. I think that's neat. A little bit of hello, Amiga April. I mean, it's the first day, so. Okay. I don't know if I'll do another challenge, but. And I don't think I'll try Baby Joe again, because Baby Joe was like Baby No, as I said, and that is not. Okay, Bad Cat. Now, Bad Cat I played as a kid, and I think it was the DOS version, but I think it might have been an Amstrad version, the Amstrad version, or something like that, or like a dot. I don't know. It was on a neighbor's computer, but it was called the Schneider, and I think the Schneider they licensed Amstrad to do the Amstrad Sinclair or something like that. I don't know. Okay, Bad Cat. It's another. Nebulous is cool. Let's go just through the list. That's the thing. Assimilation I couldn't get to run, so I will get back on that one for sure. Because there's something I'm not figuring out. So let's do Bad Cat. Okay, maybe it's not. Let's do Amiga. Bad Cat. Okay, apparently. Okay, so there it had other names as well. In America, it was known. Okay, I'm going to show you guys because we got to look at this box art. Okay. Okay. Let me see if I can share this. Add source. Window. I'm gonna just call this box art. Box art gallery. I kind of like that. Okay. There we go. Now we gotta fix this here. And fit the screen. And so in the future, if I do this again, then we can look and marvel. I mean, look at this guy. This guy, you know where it is. He's the Bad Cat. Okay. Now Rainbow Arts. Now Rainbow Arts, they have made some really good games. I don't know if they just released this game and somebody else made this, but this is a pretty shit game. Now I think it's the DOS version I played or something like that because I remember the CGA graphics. Now I think I'm more familiar in many ways with DOS, but I am familiar with Amiga as well. But anyway, so there was another. I've seen another cover art. Let's check this out. Okay. did it fucking... Okay. Okay. Everything has to be 10 million times harder, of course. Okay, we have here... Okay. Now here we have Street Cat. So we've seen here Bad Cat. I think that's the European name, right? And often, especially back then, they would rename, remarket a game because some marketing executive thought it will sell better, even if it's shit game. Now, the art is kind of amateur, very very amateurish actually, but this is not necessarily a deal breaker. There's some really good games that don't have great cover art, and there's some really bad games that have amazing cover art. Like Sword of Sodan has some really good Boris Vallejo. It might have been actually Boris Vallejo, airbrushed old school 80s, 90s, 70s fantasy art, right? Backcat. Then we have Street Cat. It teases the back of the box. It's the back of the US box. Okay, that's kind of, then that's just getting schizophrenic here because you have in front Batcat, but then you have Street Cat. Okay, then we have here this. Okay, now I'm giving away the graphics. I mean, that's just fucking terrifying, honestly. Okay, but apparently, okay, it doesn't show the US, the other box art. Okay. I don't get that, but we will make it work. Anyway, I wanted to show this and I couldn't, but we'll just power through with Batcat. Now this one has an average on Launchbox of 2 stars, which is really bad because people often will rate something higher, especially if they're nostalgic for it. Okay. I mean, the animations are kind of adorable. I always liked it when he's... But that fucking mouth and face, I don't know. That's some fucking weird ass shit. Maybe we can turn up the fucking volume a little bit. Bad kid. Bad kid. Okay. Okay, we'll start in a second. Oh yeah. Okay. Fucking bad cat, just wait for a second here. We are gonna check out. I said we are gonna check out. The challenge is complete the obstacle course by climbing the motorbike. This is what it looked like in the end. Okay, I guess because I know that the game you have to like it's like a one-screen platformer. But what's here the what is here the designation? Action and sports. I guess yes, maybe. Anyway. I'm the back cat, I'm the back cat, you're the back cat, we're the back cat, I'm the back cat, I'm the back cat. Okay. I am Dorapka, the back cat. It's your turn, Dorapka. Okay, this is like a hot seat game. That's actually not bad. Cat. might be fun to multiplayer. Okay, jump over the water. Okay. 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 This is gonna be bad. Cat. Okay, I have to go like. Wow, the jumping is all over the place. The animation takes forever. And I touch water and I fucking die because I'm a bad cat. So I have to like. Okay, this is not too bad yet, but it is bad. And obviously they're going for the Michael Jackson 80s version of bad, which is like he's got attitude. Wow. Okay, you would think this would be easy because this is literally just jumping. I just touch it and I die. Okay. Oh, come on. I'm going to play something else after this because this might be a half star right here. I know I'm going right away from. I'm going to fucking kick your ass. He looks in the fucking screen and goes, woo doo doo doo. Okay, check this out. Check this out. We're going to wait in. He thinks he's fucking Sonic the Hedgehog, but he's just. But he's fucking Bad Cat, okay? I have to literally jump at the exact position. So I lose time, I guess. How am I do I have to jump on the wall? No, because then I die. Because the wall is like made out of antimatter. Okay. Okay. Shut up, Batcat. We are doing stuff now. Oh my lord, that guy. That's just for that. I would give it another -3. Okay, so there's something with the chat. Cheap viewer Steam Boo remove the space. No, that is spam. Yeah, I got spam. It's probably a bad cat enjoyer. People who do spams are just turd burglars, and they enjoy such mind-numbingly shit games as Bad Cat. So, because I could forgive the graphics. I mean, in some ways they're not the worst either, but definitely not as powerful as the. They have this. I don't know. Okay. Okay. Woo. Thank you, Twitch, by the way, for seeing through the lies of a fucking spammer. Wants to sell me views or whatever. Won't even name the name. So I have to literally jump perfectly. Are you? Why am I dying? Why am I dying? What the fuck is this? Okay, okay. Okay. I'm just pushing up. So I have to jump on the walls. This game is fucking insane. Wow, and it's fucking annoying. I have to get on the ball, I guess. Looks like a ball. And he cannot turn out because he's bad. He's positive. He just looks back. He just looks back, you know. There's nothing there for me there. I have to only look forward. Okay. So now the wall doesn't kill me. Don't fuck up. Change the rules on me, game. Okay. You know what? We're not. We're just going over the... You are in the army now. Okay. I cannot just push forward. I have to push the forward button. I have to mash it. I mean, it's not so hard. It's just really dumb because it's like it's so wobbly, and it's also like you have to do these weird things that are. I have to jump right in the middle of the fucking trampoline. Trampoline. It even says very difficult. Okay, somehow I can do like. How do I do the fucking. Okay. I'm sure other people are raging on this challenge. I'm gonna play a game that I want after this. I mean, like it might be a random game, but it's not gonna be Bad Cat. That's for sure. It doesn't even look like failed. Okay. Oh wait, wait. Okay, I have now. What is going on? Am I driving? Okay. I don't know why this is like a separate game now. Okay. Do I have to get to the ball? Okay, I have to park there. Okay. That was a weird one. It's just throw you right in. Top down. It's like police quest or something, if you know what I mean. Now again, I know because I played these games back then. You had a manual and they would explain these things quite well actually. They would even give you hints and stuff. Has the game crashed? It's like I parked my Bad Cat has literally after he failed his the Olympic Bad Cat Olympiad, you know. He's drunk, gone home, and he's instantly fallen asleep. And this is what you see, because cats they don't dream. They do dream actually, but not Bad Cat. Or maybe he does. Maybe he just killed himself. Okay. Now he didn't say anything in Minecraft or whatever. I don't know how it is. Nobody watches here, so maybe I'm okay with that. So I'm cool. I think. Anyway, that was Bad Cat. I don't know if I've tried again. It's kind of like it's almost like so bad it's good. It's just bad mostly, but there's some funny moments there. Just how bafflingly the controls they expect you to. Now again, because I was in that area, maybe but usually with platformers, even back in the day, you could figure out most of the shit there. Okay, let's play something else. Okay, this is like half a star. I'm sorry. This is not 1 star. I only played this 2 minutes. This feels like an eternity. Okay. This is a game I wanted to try. It has a Amiga 500 version or OCR version. Or is it OCA? I don't know. You know what I mean. But it also has an AGA version. I'll try the simpler one, you know, and we'll see. This is Psygnosis, so this is like really well received. Okay, Reflections Interactive. They also made Shadow of the Beast, but had nice graphics. At least the first one I felt like was too tough. Like you had to do everything exactly, and I felt like this is more of a tech demo. But this is from 1994, so by then maybe had a better inkling on how to make an actual game. I mean, but Shadow of the Beast 3 is more playable. That is actually legit good. Okay. Okay. One moment, I'm just setting it up. Okay. This is always like, at least for me, switching games is a little bit of a pain. Not too bad, but okay. We will actually restart, but I have it now set up. Okay. Some of these challenges are just fucking play bad games, but I mean it's kind of funny. I actually don't mind. It's not there. There's good games there too, you know, and it's supposed to be a challenge. Okay, never. Okay, then we have. Just mumbling to myself here, but it should work now out of the box. I think with Amiga Live I would have an easier time, but and this one, you see, this one has an option for second button jumps instead of the up. Well, we won't have unlimited lives. We're playing Brian the Line, so this is like highly reviewed for a platformer. Psygnosis, always like their logos, at least how they look. Psygnosis, pretty much a lot of their games are like look really great, but great box art, also often great music and graphics, but play like dog shit. Not all the time. They have some legit good games. I mean, they make, in fact, they made Lemmings, you know, so, and Wipeout and whatever later on. Brian the Lion. See, when you play Amiga, you gotta appreciate the music. You gotta like, Amiga is like, you know, SNES, you know, or whatever, you know, or you go into there, you get right away on the work. But Amiga is like going into a Euro club in the early 90s or late 80s, right? At first you dance a bit before you get to the stuff that you need to do. You go into the club and you dance a bit, and then you go in. I mean, that's the thing. Is fucking. I would say like the fucking Italo disco and techno scene lived off of Amiga, and I mean, I'm sure there was other. I know that Atari ST has a very good sound chip too, so I'm not. And there was other systems obviously, and IBM later on had really good sound creation and sound cards and whatever. Okay, Brian the Line. It's loading. Hopefully. If this doesn't work, I can try the Amiga Live version. Okay. This is actually very impressive. They have this zoom thing going on. Very nice colors. Nice sprites. The steamy jungle. Ooh. I mean, you are the lion, so I don't know the story of the game. Sure, save the princess or save the jungle or whatever. something. It really doesn't. And this is not even the AGA version. I don't think there's a CD32 version. Bonus time for 2. Okay. So. Okay. Okay, this is like a Sonic game. Okay. So far, very nice graphics. Nice, what is it? Frame rate. I wonder if this is like a collectathon one, or it's just get us, because you can move really quick here. So I'm guessing they were going for Sonic, like Kid Chaos. Well, that one was a good Sonic clone, gameplay wise. And I'm not really even into Sonic that much. But I have also a punch because I'm a lion, or a clawing. Oh, I missed all of these. This is okay. I'm not saying nothing here is unfair yet. I'm just trying out. Want to explore the level because look, there's stuff up there. So this, until now, is pretty good game design. See? The only thing is like there's stuff to explore, but I have like a time limit. Ooh, there's a bonus level. I mean, 94 was getting to the end of the Amiga's lifespan, and then you have like graphically very impressive games, but this is also gameplay wise quite good. So Secret Lair. Bonus time. You see, I have 20. Okay, this is something. Okay, so I have to wait for them to fall. Okay, because I'm not that fast. Maybe I just suck. Because this is total. This is also a lot like Sonic. Although there's also in other platformers, so not necessarily. Okay. Evil tigers. Because we felines, we're all super racist, of course. Okay. Should I... Oh, bonus limit missed. Maybe I should have killed the bees. All of them. That's my first time playing. Wonder how the AGA version is, because there can be a huge difference between it, because it's like it's the Amiga 500, 600, and the 1200, and it was much more powerful in many ways. Like, you should really try to play... Oh, I just... That was my own fault. Nobody's fault here. So this was the secret part. Now it goes back to the normal level. I like that. It even shows on a map. I'm not gonna say this is the greatest platformer ever, but this is quite good, actually. I like it more than Super Frog. Because Super Frog, I feel the controls here are smoother. With Super Frog was also kind of inspired by Sonic. Okay, so I can destroy the hive. Okay. Okay, I can be fast enough. I was just not pushing forward right away. I shouldn't have jumped. We'll just finish this level now. I feel like jumping and everything, and I feel There's still some like blind jumps and whatever, but I feel like as like a Sonic style platformer, I'm not saying that Super Frog is bad, it's just not that good because a lot of the deaths are like, there's a lot of cheap deaths, and also because you move too fast. Here you move fast too, but I mean, this is the first level. It could change all. See, I can hop and bop and I have a punch. See, it's a little bit, okay, you have the blind jumps, okay, but whatever. I'm not against difficulty. I'm just like, I don't like bullshit. The only bullshit here is that you have some blind jumps, but this is more like, see the screen, you can right away see there's upstairs something, you know, so. So that's Snail of Doom. So I can only hop and bop on the snails. I must kill the snails now. Especially with the second button. Now that wasn't, you had to push up back in the day. This is definitely a 3.5 or 4. Oh, I could have continued. Oh well. I'll just restart. Difficulty is normal. Nah, we're not gonna go with easy. I'm gonna try it again on normal. We'll do another run and then see. I do like the game. This could even be a 4 out of 5. But I wouldn't say above that, personally. Because I'm not that big of a platform guy, but I watched another guy today for Amiga April, and he was doing a speedrun challenge for Alfred Chicken. And I'm not that much into Alfred Chicken. I like this more. I don't know. Okay. So the buttons here on my controller, I think it's the emulator how the buttons are set up. I will try this on Amiga Live. Amiga Live might be my main Amiga emulator after this. Right. Okay. Okay. The bees are a little bit annoying because they're too random for me. Maybe I should have just tried to run it and not even bother fighting them. It's a one little minus point, but that's more like a skill issue, I think. So this bonus is obviously here to collect the boxing gloves, which is like the type of point you want to get. Oh. There's some minor things, but overall it's a damn good platformer. Bonus time, like do you want me to that the time goes out? I'm not quite sure. Again, I could have read the manual, but I also like to be surprised and explore myself. Okay, and then there's some crystals here. So I have these crystals and I have these boxing gloves with faces. So okay. Yeah, a nice haul of loot for the points. I don't know if, because there's like 2 types of items to grab. So is one of them, can I like buy stuff or whatever? I don't know. So obviously the level is like a waterfall and whatever, so we'll see. But so far I can see the reviews pretty spot on. I'm not gonna say this is the best platform, but this is a damn good one. Because I want to just run, but I know that I'll get hit probably. Okay, because here... There's the snails. And it goes up here. These coconuts are really annoying though. You just have to assume that everyone will fall down. Every one of them. Okay. So okay, the swamp doesn't kill me, which I'd like. But there is the enemies in there, which could kill you. Oops. And that's kind of bullshit, honestly, because I had this problem before, but you know, you expect, especially for a first level, has some of these Amigisms. I want to at least beat the first level, which is a good sign for a game. That was more luck than skill. These snakes. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Joe and Mac, but if you're a lion, right? Just out of... Okay, I'm not gonna go up. Fuck the upper part. This is probably gonna be either a 3.5 or a 4. 3.5 if I'm petty. But there's very smooth animations. I like the shadowing. It has this classic like Amiga graphical look, you know. Now, I'm going the low road. So can I punch the snails? I guess because of their shell. Killed by snail. Oh, so the gloves are your lives, obviously. Again, I'm tired. So 19 is points, gloves are lives. Or hit points, I guess. Because it's like, you know... Yeah. I mean, it's red, I guess, you know. I never saw, like, boxing gloves as... Okay. Retro Demiurgy, hey man! Gloves are hit points, yeah. Hey man, I saw your video today. I couldn't get that first game to run the Flappy Bird shmup, this ass simulation. Okay. Very cool to have you here. Let me just put here the things. It's fixed now. Should work. Oh yeah, cool. Thanks, man. I tried the Bad Cat challenge, and let me tell you, the challenge is to play the game at all. Or the other one was the what was it? What was the other one? Oh yeah, the Baby Joe, and I said like more like Baby No. Oh crap. I guess hit points as in the boxing glove, that how tough you are. You know, your toughness. Yeah. So, Retro Urgy, did you play this as a kid? Because this is not one of the games I played. Because again, my cousin had the Amiga, and he was more into racing games. But he had stuff like Another World, which was really cool, and The Lost Patrol and whatever. Baby Joe is actually kind of a guilty pleasure of mine. I never heard of this before Twitch. I think you'd like this. This control is pretty good. There's some bullshit like blind jumps. That's the one thing I'm not enjoying. But this is like, the upper part is more like if you're like, you know already what you're doing. Also, does this game has waypoints? Ooh. Look, the guy's looking down. How cute. Put in a lot of effort here with the graphics. Okay. Crocodiles. Okay. No, me neither. There's so many games. There's like, what, 6,000 games at least. And there's still... Okay, now that was just me being stupid. I should have gone up. Game over! I've beaten this, both the AG and the CD32 versions. Oh, this has a CD32 version. It's a cute game. Has a lot of good things. It's a cute game. Has a lot of things going for it, but ultimately, I probably won't never return to this. Yeah, I mean, if you played it through, then why would you? I do like this effect. The Baby Joe. Okay, this is what I'm saying here. I get that they're going for cartoony. It's like, you know, Baby Herman from Roger Rabbit, and there has been like cartoon babies, and even, I mean, Baby Herman from Roger Rabbit was a parody of that, so, which was already a parody. But anyway, you know, and they were going for that. I just felt like the controls. I like that you could just jump down out of, not every, when you're standing somewhere, you can just push down and you fall down. But right away they put so many traps and like shots and whatever and enemies. It's just, and again, I'm not big into platformers, honestly. Okay. This is my last try with this, at least for now, but this is a pretty good game. I'm more into like fantasy and like sci-fi stuff, but I mean, as a kid, I liked Kirby, and I did play that through because we had an NES, and Kirby was one of the first games I was able to beat. Because I remember, like, I would watch my brother play a lot of these harder games, you know, like he beat Battle of Olympus. He played the early Mega Man games and beat them. But yeah. Okay, that's just me being not paying attention. No, 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 no. Could play some fighting games, maybe. NES or Amiga. Again, we had an NES, and my cousin in Hungary had a C64, and I had a friend who had a C64, and he had a Genesis. So when I would go to their places, when we go to Hungary for the summer, we would play C64, and then later on he had an Amiga. You beat Bucky O'Hare on the NES. That is respectable. That is a hard game. Infinite continues and all. There's hard games that have infinite continues, and still they're hard to beat. I don't know what I was thinking here. Ow. I think this problem is that because you're so fast, it has the Sonic thing where you want to just run fast and then you bump into everything. I couldn't beat roller games back then, even though it has infinite continues too. Roller games. I haven't tried that one yet. I remember my cousin had... Oh, wait, this says something. Yeah. Oh, okay, this one. Yeah, okay, it says something to me, roller games, yeah. I didn't have that as a kid. I haven't even played it on the emulator. I could try it maybe here. But it's Amiga time, so... So now it's actually... Oh, I got a one. Oop. Have you, Demiurgy, have you ever beaten legit without cheats Shadow of the Beast 1 or 2? Because the third one is much more balanced. By that time, they also figured out the gameplay, not just the graphics. But, yeah. Because those games are fucking hard. Okay. Never found them to be good games, so never... Yeah, they're not really good. I just like... You know what? I like the potential of them. I like the weird Amiga kind of fantasy world that they have in there. I beat it with cheats just to see what kind of crazy shit is there. But they were like... Especially the first one was like... But also the second one. The first one was just really a tech demo with where you have to really precisely do everything. The third one is where they finally like, hey, let's actually try to make a game that is playable, you know. And that's kind of the curse of Amiga, is that they gotten like so like bamboozled. And the guys who made Shadows of Reflections, they made this game, but in '94. So by then they were like, you know, like we have to actually make the game a bit more balanced, you know. Like Turrican is a hard game, but I would be more interested in beating that one legit. Like Turrican 1, 2, and 3, you know, those are... They're hard, but... And it's actually funny because what I thought was cool is that when they ported it to the Super Nintendo and the Genesis, they actually basically made a new Turrican game. It wasn't just a simple port. Okay, wait, here. So with Brian the Lion, if the time goes up, did I lose then? Because it says something about I didn't use up my bonus time or some shit like that. Okay. Crocodile, crocodile, crocodile. Raft. And he's bored. I'm on this fucking river on the way to nowhere, and I just yawn. Because I'm Brian the Lion. So, oh, that's a save. That is actually very cool. I haven't seen this. This is... I always associate, like, waypoints with more modern gaming. But that's actually pretty neat. Okay, so there is a upper part. I do like the dual lanes levels. That is actually not bad. That is a more creative thing. So, okay. The scorpions I can bump on. But I cannot punch them, I guess. That's kind of cool effect. But by the way, okay, here, because you were playing that X out shmup, for the challenge. Okay, this is now a 4 out of 5 game for me because that it has waypoints at all. That's really neat for a game of that age. I don't know about old games that had waypoints yet. Other than, I mean, yes, maybe invisible ones, sure. To be fair, they had already games where you could save or like have passwords and shit like that. But where it was visually shown that this is a, you know... Yeah. Okay. Okay, I just punched the frogs. Okay. So, you were playing that X-Out shmup. Have you played through Apedia? The one where you're like... Apedia with a Y? Where you're like a bee? And you're fighting against other insects? Technically, you're an anime wizard that shapeshifts because Amiga, but... That's a fun shmup, but also really hard. That's... Like, I would like to get better at shmups, personally. The top 2 shmup on Amiga. That is definitely in the top 5, I would say. because I like shmups that have a different theme. Beat it like 2 years ago. Nice, respect. Um, I like shmups. I like good-looking space and military shmups, but most shmups are like they're either space or military. I do like shmups that have a little different theme, you know. But Apidia is not just that; it's just a good shmup. I would say it just plays well. But then it's also like you're a bee, or you're technically a wizard shapeshift who changes themselves into a bee, fighting other demonic bugs. Then I guess. Okay. Okay, that one I didn't pay attention. I thought the waypoint stuff is really cool though. Okay, there is no lower path. After that, I'm gonna switch games though. Okay. So sometimes I look at the screen and this game, it's like doable, but you cannot like fuck around. Okay. I don't know. Can I punch him? No, he's too low. Okay, I'm done. No. Okay, so it doesn't say yes because I guess I'm not far enough along, because then I would have to beat the entire level, so not all the sub levels, beating the boss. Yeah. Okay. Okay. You know what? Since you said it worked now, I'm gonna try the challenge. Okay, I will go Amiga Live. Because I wanted to do a broadcast session to Twitch, but it's a single player game, so I don't see really the point in it. And other than if I do multiplayer games, because I do want to try to get some people, some of my friends, maybe on the Discord. We have like a whole month, so we'll see if we can get something together. Okay, let's try the challenge. Caffeine 2. Electric Boogaloo. So I have at least attempted then. I want to at least attempt every challenge. Okay, so window capture, there we go. There we go. Music is really nice. A little bit loud here now. Okay, there we go. Because this is a different emulator. Because I was using FS-UAE. I think Amiga Live's, yeah, it also uses FS-UAE, but that's my own setup. which might be not necessary. Okay, let me fix the chat here. There we go. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Music is great. Nice old. It has this very specific feel. Okay. Okay, so it's not exactly like Flappy Bird, but kind of. Okay, oh, I can just tap. Ah, okay. Thank the Lord, I don't have to tap. I don't have to tap the shooting. Because I already... Okay, I got a power up, so that's a point. Okay. That's another power up. Do I have to push space or something? Hmm. Do you know how I need to activate the power-ups? Maybe that's in the description on Amiga Live. I'll figure it out. This gives like a whole this weird Flappy Bird-esque gravity system. Makes it a whole... Okay. Okay. Do I push space? Do I push this? Oh, it just energized my laser, I guess. Okay. It just automatically applies. Oh, fuck. Assimilation. Okay, I'll stop that. Come on, man. I mean, for a public domain game, this is actually pretty good. It's got fluid, like, um, frame rate. It's just 2 power-ups. This would be an easy shmup, or not an easy one, but if you would just fly normally. So I do appreciate the levels have been designed a little bit easier, but I'm sure they're gonna get much harder. I'm gonna eat my words then. Okay, it just got hit. This semi-homing missiles, plasma bolts, whatever. Yay! I passed the level. Level 3. Oh, actually, I passed already. Assimilation. Okay. Well, sorry then. Sorry, Demiurgi. I am a bad, bad boy. See, and that's why I got killed. Okay, I wanted to write my name, but again, I didn't have much sleep today. But we gotta try it again. The music really stands out. I really like the music. But for a public domain game that is free, That's the cool thing about these old systems is that I feel like the Amiga and the C64 especially, they're getting constantly new games. They're having like their second renaissance or maybe their true renaissance because now it's like the quality of games. I mean, there is still like, bad homebrew games, sure, but smiley face. I'm just not sure about if it does anything. Okay, so this is just speed, I guess. I would give this a 3.5 because I like the gimmick. The gimmick works, but it does get annoying, at least to me. But the levels are balanced out, so they don't like throw you into the deep end, right? It's not like R-Type or something. Because Gradius is always like, as long as you never get hit and just avoid the bullets, and then until you get to the auto-scrolling level in Gradius 3, I mean, then. But okay. Okay. So I'm gonna probably like get this as a recording if I put in my vote as a thing because I'm not counting all the power-ups. Because I'll upload this to my YouTube. Probably want to like edit it to one game each. But I'll probably try this multiple times. Smiley face. One thing I want to try out for the Amiga month is to get into more adventure, but especially not just adventure, like more like RPG games for Amiga. So I'm more of an RPG gamer myself. I'm kind of a scientist myself, an RPG scientist. Okay, bro. Now we're gonna get it. This font, I think, is the same font they used in Alien Breed. Now, this might be a font from something else, but some kind of futuristic font. Not that it matters, it's just saying. Okay. It does say assimilation. Oh yeah, because the I. The I is this cursive kind of, and because... See the... Yeah. Assimilation. I like that. Good game, though. Good game. Okay. That was my first attempt at the assimilation challenge. Okay, we had Baby Joe, we had Bad Cat. No, BC Kid or Bunk. Kind of the mascot for TurboGrafx, if TurboGrafx ever had one. I would say it was that. But it was not system exclusive, it was ported to pretty much everything. Okay. Let's go Le Platform. Oh yeah. Just gonna put my rating for Launchbox for Brian DeLine. That deserves 4 stars, I would say. Okay. BC Kid. Okay, I think the reason why they call it BC's Kid because they had BC's Grog's Adventure, and that was on the C64. But they're like both like caveman themed games, but they're like Very different. I mean, they're both cartoony cavemen, but the Quest for Tires games are like. I mean, it's just something generic, I guess. I don't know. Okay. Okay, we're gonna go BC Kid. Oh, okay, gotta restart. Maybe I should just use Amiga Live because it also is just using FUAE and it has the single players as games as well. Okay, I played this before. Let's check out the challenge. Score high in bonus challenges. Get 28 fruit on the jump challenge, no auto fire allowed. Get a height of at least 39 in the climb challenge, no auto fire allowed. Get a time of at least. Yeah, I saw you play that, by the way, Demiurgy. Get a time of at least 16 in the flying challenge, no auto fire allowed. Kick at least 17 lava bombs in the volcano challenge. No. I mean, if somebody would tell you that, hey, I'm a prehistoric baby, I'm gonna kick 17 lava bombs into the volcano, I would say, good luck, man. Okay, I'm using. Okay, I want to be completely transparent here because that is a challenge. We're just gonna restart it so you can see when I do, because I do want the second button. Don't consider that a cheat. It's just a quality of life feature. Again, I have played many games where up is jump, but if I can avoid that, that would be cool. Okay. There we go. Okay. Now you see I'm in the menu. Okay. Force 2 button. I'm not even changing my lives. I'm just leaving it as it is. It says practice, whatever. It's kind of a cool, weird 3D effect B. Factor 5. Oh, yeah, they did the conversion then. But I played this before. It wasn't bad. Well, I'm not a big Bonk fan because it's again just a hop and bop. Okay. Okay. Happy time in Stone Age, yeah. Happy time in Stone Age. Bum 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 bum. And this is a pretty nice area. Get some peppers. I like Joe and Mac. If we're gonna go Stone Age platformer, Joe and Mac is where it is. Prehistoric. I tried the DOS version on GOG. Wasn't a fan. I felt it's again too overly hard. At least to me. Okay. evil. It's also, I feel like you have to like jump and attack, so it's just a hop and bop, but I have to do another thing. I guess I have this too. Okay. Very short range though. Oh yeah, this power up, right. I eat meat and become like... So it doesn't make me invulnerable, I forgot. I tried this out a while ago, but... I get a 10 or something, I don't know. This could go into bad directions, but I won't. I'll leave it at there. Highlands. Oh yeah, you have the climbing. I do remember this now. There's a lot of caveman themed games back in the day. Now I'm invulnerable. So if I eat the big meat... Okay. I don't know if that's the lava bombs, but whatever. Oops. Okay, so it's like a Mario mushroom kind of thing. Yeah, you said that you hated that. Mario had that too, and I also suck at this because... Oh, so that's the lava bombs, okay. No. Damn it. Yeah, this is kind of bullshit, honestly. I know some people will say, well, it's a skill issue. At least you can get on walls. You can bite on walls. Worm. Or slug. You have to be too precise. I don't like that. And I'm dead. Oh. Interesting way he gets back. He literally, like, coughs on his back. And people forget this was still kind of the Wild West for, like, what is the standard? I mean, that's pretty cool. Inside of a dinosaur, yay. It's fucking like... How do you call this part? Yeah, you mentioned that you have issues with that too. That is hard. Okay. Okay. Okay, this is easier. I made it harder than it has to be. Okay, slug. Oh, great. I got here with the invulnerability, but now I have to... This is like fucking TMNT swimming. Oh wait, I can attack. Okay, this is not so bad. I'm just kind of sloppily playing now. Oh! Okay, infinite continues. Well, bro... I don't know. Can I save? Okay, no. Well, I'm not good as Niels or as Rudy. So... Okay. We attempted the BC Kid Challenge. I think I'll maybe give it another try later on. It's not such a bad game. I gave it 3.5. It's okay. It's okay. Okay, now do I do another Le Challenge? Blues Brothers beat levels in co-op. That's actually a good challenge thematically for Blues Brothers, so... Which... I don't have any of my online buddies right now to play. But we have a month, so... I might try it out in single player, just to see what it's like. The AGA version for Fantastic Dizzy. Okay. Ah. Okay, there's Fantastic Dizzy World. No, it's Fantasy World Dizzy. That's Fantasy Dizzy. Is this the AGA version? Okay. Might do just Amiga Live. Okay, of course I have the AGA version. Okay. Let's check the stream here quick. Okay, it's almost 3 hours. I think I'm gonna be not doing a challenge. It's getting late. Maybe we got still time for another game. Fantasy Flyer. Okay, bro. You know what? I know what we'll play. We'll play 2 games still. There we go. We're gonna play Pang. Just quite a fun little shooter. Like, really, it's its own thing. Bubble popping or whatever. This is the... It was an arcade original. This is the Amiga version. It's a good port. One of the few good Amiga ports for sure. Okay. Let's do normal. You can actually choose a level, I guess. Ah. Great start. Great start. See, you want to get all the bubbles. And not be an idiot. Which I'm obviously not. I'm just showing you how to fail. The trick is... I don't know why... I'm not saying I'm good at this game, but I'm better than this. Okay, this just gives me time. The sand clock just gives me more time to beat the level. The clock stops time. Yeah, I cannot jump in this game, so... I should have kept the shots. Okay, now I'm good. They're on one side. See, they split to kind of manage the chaos. Yeah, so these levels are just really tutorial levels. I could have tried to get the power-ups, but that's also kind of a trap, honestly. Just go with the boring, safe route. It's kind of dead anime style or manga style. A little bit reminds me of Akira Toriyama, the Dragon Ball guy. I want to get that power up, but I'm not gonna do it. However, I'm running out of space. Because you cannot jump. So... yeah, Pang or Buster Bros, that's what it's called, the alternative. You have a little plane, you go Indiana Jones style. Oh, that's a power-up I haven't encountered yet. Okay. Okay. What was I thinking? So this shows you the explosive. Okay. Time stop, we're gonna use that. I really mastered the harpoon. We have fucking enemies too. Nice teeth. Oh, yeah. See? Sad. This is a game I might play with infinite lives. I don't know why I'm failing at that. D, A, and R. What am I doing? It's a little bit floaty here. Can I just... No. Okay. There's a little bit of floatiness with the controls. Okay. I managed to type in my initials. You know what? I'll try again because this is a fun game, and I wanna just maybe we'll do easy. We'll do baby mode. So I see that they fall slower. Okay, this wasn't good. Easy. Mount Fuji. Okay, this is a force field power up. That's pretty cool. Because they seem to always bounce just enough that you can get past, but it's risky. So you want to try to avoid that if you can. Well, I'm not going to get that. That wasn't good. I'm gonna get that gun. Well, I'm not gonna get that. You have to learn to let go in these games because a lot of this is like traps. They lure you into dangerous situations. They use your greed against you. Let's go to China. Okay. Yeah, this is a bit kind of crazy. I'm gonna get this pineapple. I don't want to go down there because that's fucking crazy. Oh, so it doesn't kill me. The crab doesn't kill me. It just makes me so I can't shoot. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, okay. Come on. Ha! You didn't get me now. Pang or whatever. But they got me now. Okay. Just fucking harpooning it up! Oh, we're gonna get that now. Fucking... I don't know, the Japanese really liked to show this for a long time. Maybe even now. The peace sign or whatever. that's how far as I usually get. This is a good game, but it does get tough. You can play this two-player, by the way, so this would be a nice... it's quite fun. And you can strategize, like going one side to the other. This might be a nice co-op challenge. Yeah, that's it for Pang. Or Buster Bros, or whatever you want to call it. The real challenge is typing in your fucking initials, to be honest. Nah, I'm kidding. The game is pretty tough. But it just starts out that way. It's a cool game, though. Okay, I think we got time for... Okay, okay. It's a bit annoying with Launchbox. I think I can turn it off that it auto-plays the music when I just click on something. Okay. It's not for every game. Not every game has that. Anyway. Okay. Oh yeah, so the game I wanted to do is not a platformer. I think I platformed myself out for today. We still have a full month of Amiga April. And, oh yeah, Alien Crushes. Anyway, I probably gave it away what kind of game I want to play. Okay. Because there's a genre in Amiga. There's some genres that never really worked in Amiga, but there's one that is really neat. And that's what we're going to play now. And since you can hear the music, and if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I mean. Okay. So we're gonna. Oh yeah. Okay, I have to switch. Give me a moment. Oh yeah, this is a Amiga 600 game. Okay. So this is the one and only 21st. Oh yeah. It's a little bit loud for my taste. For a stream, at least. Pinball Dreams, yeah. I totally messed up the intro, but... I mean, there was an option. It is a pretty long intro, even for Amiga. Oh, yeah. I like to play this with the keyboard. But... this has hot seat multiplayer as well, where you just basically play for the best highest high score. My favorite game in this, as my favorite table, is the one and only Steel Wheel, the Western themed one. I think it's the best table out of the bunch. There is a DOS version, whereas it's Pinball Dreams but updated, and they added a couple of more tables. But as a kid, my cousin had that, and the other one is Beatbox, which is okay, but this is that. I think Ignition is the worst table. I just like the weird... The table is a good table. It flows well. And I'll probably play the. I'll show you the. If there's viewers, I'll play the other tables to demonstrate which ones I like, which ones I don't. And I'll try the other pinball games because Amiga has some really good pinball games, mostly from Digital Dreams and or 21st Century was the the guys who released the game, and they've been making like really good pinball games for a long time now. I think they still do. Pinball games have come a long way though, but as a kid, this is was a very impressive game. I just like the theming and the music. It just works. The banjo, whatever. I'm not even a big country western guy. I mean, I like westerns, sure, but here it just works somehow. And the theme is not so important for a pinball, but it is important because, of course, it has to play well and has to flow well. See, this is just the luck of the draw. Actually, when I played this a couple of months ago, actually last year, and with me and my friends on Discord, we would share high scores. I could go like the big loop. I used to have like some really nice like multiple loops. If you can get like this, if you can get that with the big loop, you can get some nice bonuses. You can try tilting, but you really don't want to mess with it too much. So I tried out Alien Crush and the TurboGrafx because people talk about it a lot, and it is very cool. So not just the theming is really well made, the whole Geiger alien stuff, but it's just a good pinball game. It also does stuff that a video can do that a pinball table really can't. Like it would be very hard to pull off, or because it also goes to different levels. So it's basically does impossible and near impossible stuff. Like you couldn't, maybe physically you could like kind of do it, I guess, but it wouldn't be a viable machine. Like you really can't do it. And because it knows it's a video game, so why not do stuff if it's a, because the two schools for pinball games, it's either it has to be a realistic table, either you copy a real table one to one, or you make a table that physically could exist. The other one is that it's a video game, so let's act like it's a video game and let's do stuff that is, you know, basically weird superpowers or magic or stuff where that you can do easily with a video game, which would be impossible or near impossible. Unless the pinball game would be like semi with digital parts, with video game parts of it. And I know that there's like advanced mechanics and like screens and whatever, especially in newer tables. But there's a limit too, you know. Unless they can get like holographic pinball tables, which I think that's something they could get eventually, because it's a closed system. But I don't know. I think playing a real pinball table is like fun enough because it's a physical game. And it's really like, before video games they had arcade games and arcade machines, but they were all physical. I mean, even the famous pachinko is just a simplified. The oldest pinball games, they didn't have the flippers, and they were more random. They were just a variation on pachinko. And then in the 50s, somebody decided, let's put flippers on it so the player has some control. Nice. Oh, fuck. You can get multiple loops going. Oh, I got the high score. 701,000 something. I'm gonna go one more game. This is a nice, like, pinball is a nice, like, it can aggravate sometimes, but it's a nice, like, you know how people play cozy games? This is kind of a cozy game because as long as you don't get too angry that you, like, you have, like, you lose a ball, but I usually don't because it's, like, a very complex game to make, I'm sure, because it's all physics based and whatever, and you have to, like, plan out a table and everything. And then you have to have the physics work, and you have to have a table where it actually works. So, and then you have to play test it a lot and like just work on it, and then you have to do all the graphics and the sound and everything. So there's a lot of work involved, but it's also kind of a casual game. Like, really mastering a pinball table, that's not casual, but just playing one, you know. If that makes sense. It's like easy to learn, but if you really want to get like the high score and stuff, these really good pin. Okay. Sorry, my alarm went off. It's my sign to stop. Yeah, it was just me. I could have saved that easily. Okay, still got a ball. I don't know why I like this, but I think it just flows well. And everything just, for this table, just... And I think I played all their other games. And there's still some other good tables in their other ones, but... fuck it, we'll play one more. See, that's why it's so good. At least to me. I know people like it, and I know they say, well, this one is better, and then... Almost got that with the tilt. But it was too far. It just seemed like it was close, but... I gotta check what was the high score when we were messing around with my friends on Discord. And we played multiple video game pinball games. It's kind of the way to do it if you really want to, like, do something, you know, like... It's like you guys in a bar, and then people play some kind of bar games like darts or billiards or foosball or pinball. I always like billiards and pinball. Although I do like darts too. I'm just not that good at darts. And you know, you go into a bar, there's a darts table, dude. You know, there's gonna be some guys that really know their shit. And it's not just hitting the dart. You want to hit it at certain points because you want to get the points down. I think my least favorite bar game is foosball, because in Europe they're obsessed with that, with soccer in general. And you have to like do too much, like billiards or pool or whatever, or snooker or whatever. These kind of table games, they're very focused. no matter what the rules are, you usually want to hit a ball with another ball to get it at a certain position or into the pocket. But you want to get one ball to another ball, so it's all like physics based. And yeah, pinball is also physics based. It's more random, but every game has randomness. So. I mean, nobody's watching, but I'm still talking. Why not? Who gives a shit? This was a good first stream. The fact that I haven't streamed in like 3 years, I think the stream went really well. We had people come in, we had Retrourgy come in, other people too. It's really neat. There's like a couple of Western themed games on the Amiga. One that I want to play that I really liked as a kid was Lost Dutchman's Mine. That one just almost straight through. I had almost no chance. But that's how the cookie crumbles. Okay, I didn't get onto the high score table. Okay. I could try out the other tables, but that's enough for now. Okay, guys. That's the end of the stream. And yeah, we'll stop here. Again, have been a little bit tired, but tomorrow I think will be better. Probably will stream tomorrow too. We'll see. Okay. And oh yeah. I just want to do this still, and then we'll stop. Or I could just stop here. Yeah, I'll just stop here. Okay, guys. See you in the next time, and check out other Amiga April stuff.